Draw your church together, O God, into one great company of disciples, together following our teacher, Jesus Christ, into every walk of life, together serving in Christ's mission to the world, and together witnessing to your love wherever you send us, for the sake of Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen.
James 1:22-27. But be doers of the word, and not merely hearers who deceive themselves. For if any are hearers of the word and not doers, they are like those who look at themselves in a mirror. For they look at themselves, and on going away immediately forget what they were like. But those who look into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and persevere, being not hearers who forgot, but doers who act, they will be blessed in their doing. If any think they are religious, and do not bridle their tongues, but deceive their hearts, their religion is worthless. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God the Father is this: to care for orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself unstained by the world.
Two months ago, you sent us off with a Godspeed service, and Sue and I at that time volunteered to be God's instrument and Zion's representative to Villages of Hope, Zambia. If we carry the musical allegory a little further, if we are the instruments, and God obviously was the composer and conductor, you, the congregation of Zion, were the musicians. You kept us in tune, and you kept the beat through your prayers and through your financial support. While we're in Zambia, God conducted and composed a beautiful three-movement symphony. The name of the symphony is Zion's Bridge to Villages of Hope. The bridge itself is 8,569 miles long, and it takes 20 hours to cross it by air. The first movement of the composition is an andante piece entitled Landscaping. Sue is the main instrument on this one, and during the time there, she dovetailed her comments and her work in their school theme, was called Finding God in Plants and Animals, a very similar theme to the one that is our Lenten theme here at Zion. She helped the kids design their own courtyard, and then designed and helped install landscaping for their restaurant and for their Hope Market. The second movement is a largo, which means slow with dignity, and that one is entitled Relationships. While Sue and I were there, we developed close relationships with the staff and with the teachers, and of course with many of the students and children who were at the orphanage. Sue put together a shutterfly book prior to leaving that had pictures of a lot of the children from Zion Lutheran, and shared it with the kids there. And while we were there, we took a bunch of pictures of the children, and she put together another shutterfly book that we'll send over there, and it's in the mail right now, and we'll be sharing that with the kids here at Zion. She's also put together a pen pal situation with the help of Holly Hewson, and each of the 42 students who are at school there will have a pen pal here in the United States, many of which who are from Zion. Both of us taught classes while we were there. Sue taught about plants, and I put together a presentation telling the kids about dairy. And the biggest treat was showing them how to milk cows by filling water in some surgical exam gloves with holes poked in the ends, and these kids learned how to milk cows by hand. That was spectacular. They had a blast. Final movement is an allegro, and that we call Dairy for Kids. And during that time, I was the primary instrument, and we researched, designed, and helped build the dairy that is complete and working today. And we put together a hand milking training session that is available online. I am now a star on YouTube. There is a venue, the venue for the performance. The premiere was at Villages of Hope, Zambia. The symphony was only performed once, but if you'd like to see the score, you can come back tonight at 7 o'clock and you'll see it in pictures. We're excited to inform you that the Mission Committee here at Zion has commissioned God to compose some more music for All Kids Can Learn and Villages of Hope by committing ongoing financial and prayerful support to the organization. We encourage you to become instruments yourself, and you can make the trip across the bridge. They need mechanics, farmers, teachers. If you have a skill, they'll find a place for you. Thank you for playing beautiful music.